Right, good morning. I am coming to you from a very, very cold England, and I am talking to someone in a very, very warm Peru. His name is Andrew Rothman, and he is going to be chatting to me on the 17th of January in a webinar called The Seven Deadly TOK Essay, Sins. Hi, Andrew. Looks pretty cool there in Peru, a little bit nicer than where I am right now. First of all, can you just tell us what this webinar will be focusing on?
Thanks, Michael. Yeah, this webinar will be focusing on some of the recurring errors that we see year after year in TOK essays. And really, these are things that are quite endemic, but also very avoidable. So we're going to try and make sure that you don't fall into any of these traps.
Excellent. Okay. So who's the webinar aimed at?
I'd say the primary audience for this is theory of knowledge teachers who are figuring out how to best approach the essay with their students. But I think it would also be very relevant to theory of knowledge students who are relatively late in the essay writing process and sort of reflecting on what they've created and getting ready to submit.
Brilliant. So it's going to be really, really helpful to those people who've maybe got their draft together. They're just checking through to see how they can improve, extra things they can add, mistakes that they might have made in order to hit those really high grades at the TOK essay. What are the key takeaways going to be? What are you going to leave this webinar with?
I think what we really want you to leave with is the feeling that for all that theory of knowledge can be very abstract and nebulous, there are actually some extremely concrete things that you can do to immediately improve your essay. And these are things that don't really rest on your understanding of the content, but they're really almost structural things in many cases. And so we really want to empower you with this information because it'll be a quick win for you or for your students.
Fantastic. Simple final question. How can you purchase a ticket? How can you join the webinar?
So if you visit our webpage, theoryofknowledge.net, you'll see that within that, there's a webinars page. And with a simple click of the mouse, you can easily get a ticket for the webinar.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. I will be seeing you in a week or so when we will do this webinar together. I should say, finally, that there are 2 sessions depending on your time zone. So you can choose the early one or the late one, depending on where you are in the world. And we look forward to seeing you then. Many thanks. And thank you very much, Andrew.
Looking forward to it. Take care.